So what's happening? Welcome to the Exotic Line. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend and everything went their way. That's how we like to start things off. Um, I didn't see a steak race with no potential for making no money, so of course I didn't post nothing. But I believe at the Belmont, I did do a race Saturday for a try, and I got beat in the third leg. I think it was race number 7. I put the 6-8 on top of the 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. It came 6, 3, 4. The 4 ran down the 5 at the wire and bust me in the head for third. I didn't have a 4 on the ticket because of the pay, $55. A lot of my friends say that's better than throwing it on the ground, but it's just not my style. You know what I'm saying? I ain't betting to break even or make a couple bucks. I'm not gonna do that. I bet to win, so that's how I do. But anyway, that beats, like they say, throwing it on the ground. But I did see one of my homies, he straight up went into the book and he did what he do, man. The dude came out with a 50-1. I was real happy for him because he actually went in there and did some handicapping. So big ups to the homie for going in there. I also looked and seen that I had 3 viewers, and I want to say thank y'all. I appreciate it. You got to start somewhere, and thanks to those 3 viewers, I'm past that. So that's where we stand with that. So we're gonna get into this the post positions for this Preakness 151 that's coming up Saturday, and it's a pretty good field, y'all. It's a field of 14 3-year-olds. We don't see the winner from the Kentucky Derby in the race, which is a big disappointment because to me, you run to win the Derby, and once you win the Derby, you run to win the Triple Crown. But what do we know? Well, what do I know? I'm just a novice bettor. I'm not an owner. I'm not a trainer, so I don't know. Maybe the horse is a little sore. Maybe the horse needs a break. Maybe it took a lot out the horse. Who knows? But anyway, um, the post positions has been drawn, and I'm gonna read them to you because I got them while I wasn't supposed to be getting them. But since I am who I am, I do what I do. Sometimes I do stuff that I shouldn't be doing, but you know, it is what it is. So like I said, we got a field of 14, and in post number 1 we got Taj Mahal, Sheldon Russell getting off at 5-1. We all know at that track Taj Mahal is like 3-0. But my question is, who you been running against? You 3-0 against who? Exactly. That point. Ocelli, Tyler Gaffleon, 6-1, coming out the 2-hole. We all know Ocelli ran third in the Derby, and he was first for a little while. And the big thing about this race is I think this race is like an eighth shorter. So Ocelli was in the front for a minute, but he just got ran down. And he ain't coming out to 22 this time. He's coming out to 2, so he don't have to burn up all that energy. He ain't got to fight to get to the rail. He already on the rail. It looks like he got good speed to hang around the second flight of horses with around third or fourth or fifth and make a charge at the end. I kind of like this position. I like the shape the horse is in, and if he came out the Derby sound, I think he's going to be tough. Coming out the 3-hole, we got Grouper with Junior Alvarado. He getting off at 30-1. The 4 horse is Robusta with Rafael Berrano. He's also getting off at 30-1. We got Talking in the 5th hole with Irad Ortiz Jr. getting off at 20-1. 20-1 on Irad. Probably had a choice on what horse he took. So that horse deserves to be on that ticket. At least in my book, he do the way I bet. You know what I'm saying? It's called the exotic line for a reason. We don't do the average. We try to do different. We try to do things that make sense, that make money. Color of Money, my favorite number 5. Green, Irad Ortiz, 20-1. Second and third, automatic. That's talking. We got the 6 hole. We got Chip Honcho with the Kentucky Derby winning jockey, Jose Ortiz. He's getting off at 5-1. 7 hole, we got the Hell We Did, Louis Sayas, 15-1. Now, I don't know how y'all feel, but I feel real good about that 7 horse. That's just my thing. 8 hole, Bulls by the Horn, Micah Husbands, 30-1. And you see Micah Husbands anywhere out of Florida, you already know who he with, Mr. Safi Joseph. Safi Joseph do bring a long shot. He will bring a long shot. He can bring a long shot. He's the trainer for long shots. So, when we get that past performance, we'll look and see how that horse has been doing and see what we can do. Coming out the 9 hole, we got Iron Honor with Flavor and Pratt getting off at 9-2. So that looks like the morning line favorite right there, and I'm quite sure that's a Chad Brown pony. We all know how they get down. When they team up, I think they like 30% win. So, 9-2 is probably going to get beat to death. But, you cannot not have that horse if that's the horse to beat, and that's the one that's on top. You cannot not have it. We got Napoleon Solo coming out the 10-hole with Paco Lopez getting off at 8-1. I read something today, and I really don't know what Ortiz it was, but I'm going to say it was Irad Ortiz Jr. And I think in 2025 he had either 252 wins or 200 and something, like 49, 50 wins. And Paco Lopez came in second with like 225. Paco's been riding a long time, man. Paco goes through a lot. Paco is one of those jockeys that just don't fear nothing, and he does what he do to put his horse in a position to win. To see he was second in wins for 2025, oh man, we got to give it up for Paco. Paco been around a while. So that's Paco Lopez on Napoleon Solo coming out the 10-hole. Out of 11-hole, we got a Corona del Oro and my main man, Mr. Johnny V, getting off at 30-1. You already know. He will be in second and third on my ticket. I don't care what the horse look like. I know it's not the jockey, it's the horse, but I roll with Johnny V. That's it. That's all. Coming out the 12-hole, we got Incredible with Jamie Torres getting off at 5-1. Coming out the 13-hole, we got Great White with Alex Achara getting off at 15-1. If y'all don't remember, that's the horse that flipped on his back at the gate in the Derby. Once a horse goes down like that, we all know that's an automatic disqualification. He's out the race. But for him to be in this race, he has to be sound and ready to go. So I'm glad to see he came back healthy. And coming out the 14 is Pretty Boy Ma with Richard Santana Jr. getting off at 15-1. So that's the Preakness lineup for Preakness number 151. We got a field of 14. I will be doing my thing Thursday. I give the horses a chance to scratch, see any equipment changes, just the opportunity to look at the the past performance and see how the horse fared in other races and, get it together. But that will be the post positions. I can tell you right now, I'm loving the 2 and I'm loving the 9. And I'm bagging them up with none but long shots, but I will check it out and see if we have a horse that ain't ran, that's fresh, that has a chance. So I'll see y'all Thursday. I appreciate it once again to my 3 people that watch my channel. I'm going to call them people that watch my channel. What's up? I I appreciate y'all. Small channel trying to get big. So if you like the content, please comment, like, and subscribe. A lot of times you're not gonna catch me sitting here reading the form on y'all's time. I'm gonna do all that on my time. I'm not gonna bore you with that. I'm quite sure you bet horses. You know what it's like. You know what the form look like. You know how to read it. I'm just gonna give you what I would bet, and I bet what I say. And that's that. So Thursday, see you guys again, and y'all be safe.